I've just got out of bed and Theo is skipping in my dressing gown on the driveway. Just what? We're the Indie Projects, Bee and Theo, and with our cat Ginjey Bear, we're driving around the world in our beautiful self-built Sprinter van. For the last 6 years, we have driven over 100,000 miles around Europe, exploring all the way up to the Arctic Circle in Norway. Follow us as we adapt to life's ever-changing challenges during the pandemic that's sweeping the world. Please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Theo, what the hell is going on? It's 7:30 in the morning.
I'm just trying to stay fit, you know. I'll be ready in about half an hour to do the van renovation, but I need to get these bicep curls in.
Right, each to their own, I suppose. I'm gonna have a coffee and just sit on the sofa. I've got the most important part, well, the most important thing for me to get the day started, but actually the most important thing for today. Our paint has finally arrived. It only took 3 weeks. We really didn't think it was going to arrive in time, but it has. So Theo, because I don't know if you guys remember him saying he was going to do the painting, he can get busy on the painting today. In fact, he could get it all done.
And we know that you guys will be very interested in what colour paint we're using and what type of paint. And this is a chalk paint, a chalk furniture paint, and it's called Branwell. And this colour is gorgeous. And for everyone who was calling me a monk in the last video, the comments were absolutely hilarious. So thanks for giving us a good laugh. And you'll be happy to know I've shaved it all off. I'm bald, I'm completely bald, and I've gone from looking like a monk to looking like an egg.
You guys know Ginjey always loves to help out with whatever we're doing, don't you? Rolling around isn't exactly doing work though, Ginjey Nut. Before we get started with today's different tasks and jobs like the painting and stuff, we wanted to talk about today's sponsor, which is BetterHelp. It's given us an opportunity to be open and talk to you about some of the struggles we've had recently.
Yeah, we've had a lot of messages from you guys in our inbox saying how much you are struggling and if we have any advice on how to help you. And actually, we've been struggling as well. The first 2 weeks of lockdown were really hard for us because our situation changed overnight. We'd been planning for a whole year how our life was going to look for the next 2 years, and suddenly overnight everything had changed.
Yeah, we'd mentally prepared ourselves for such a massive change, and then a different massive change came instead. And I know that that's been the same for everyone around the world. And if you have troubles with that, you can definitely reach out to BetterHelp, which is fantastic for right now because it's all online. You get matched with a licensed therapist within 24 hours of joining. You can talk to them via video, text, on the phone or email, which is fantastic because if you're alone or you don't have people you can talk to, you don't have to worry about that because they're always there. You can access it on your laptop, your tablet or your smartphone. And the really cool thing is they have different sessions, so they've got group sessions if you're into that kind of stuff with a licensed therapist, and they talk through different subjects, which is really handy.
BetterHelp isn't a crisis line, but if you do need one, there's a link in the description.
And BetterHelp is also available worldwide. We're using it in the UK for the next couple of months. So if you want to try it out, it starts at $65 a week. If you need financial aid, you can apply for that during the sign-up process. And if you use our code, which is in the description, you can get 10% off your first month.
So I'm literally just finishing off the masking. It's taken about an hour, but the thing with stuff like this is always the preparation. If you can prepare, the actual doing it won't take too long.
While Theo's doing the inside, I'm going to do these cupboards because look how disgusting that is. And it's empty and I'm going to repaint them out here. Ginjey, I was just about to clean this out and now you've sat in it. Does that mean you're going to help out and clean it? Or shall I just come back in half an hour?
It's the moment of truth. This is when we pop the lid and find out we got the wrong colour paint.
Oh no, it's perfect.
Lovely. So luckily we found this knocking around the van that we're never going to use, so I'm just going to use that to stir it up.
Because chalk paint's pretty thick, isn't it? It's such a weird texture.
It's really thick, but it goes on to furniture so nice. This is exactly what it's designed for, so I'm looking forward to getting painting actually.
I'm happy you're doing it.
I've decided that I'm going to work from the back of the van all the way to the front, and the reason behind that is because the most technical part is at the front and I basically don't want to do it. So by the time I get there, I'll be an incredible painter and I'll be ready for the technical little details in the kitchen, because obviously, even though I've masked it all, when we painted it the first time, there was nothing attached to it. There was no oven, there was no like drawers or anything, so it was really easy, and now it's a lot more difficult.
Painting over the current colour means we can get away with one coat, which everyone loves, right? Less time painting. I've just come out, I was making a coffee, I left Theo to his own devices with the painting, and he's done such a good job. I know it's only covering up all the old stains and the knackered bits, but it already looks brand new and it's going to be really nice when it's all done. It's hard to imagine this van back to the bare bones when we first got it. Looking at it like this, even though it's mostly empty again, is such a proud feeling.
So I've just finished painting and I was looking for Ginjey, and it turns out she's having a nap on her favourite Hessian sack in the garage. She's the cutest cat ever. Just look at her. You're gorgeous. So as I just mentioned, all the painting is pretty much done. I've just got this one drawer to do, and this paint just goes on so lovely. It was actually a lot quicker. Like I said, the preparation took longer than the actual painting. And after the paint's all dried, we need to go online and we need to try and find some varnish that can get here really quickly, because we need to varnish it all so it's all protected and doesn't just flake off.
I wanted to just touch on actually the fact that we're using varnish instead of the Rust-Oleum chalky paint protector, because we used that before and I really didn't like the finish of it, so I found that using varnish is pretty much the same, and I use one that's waterproof, which is perfect for the kitchen because you can then just wipe it down nice and easy. So that's a little thing that we've learned from doing the van build. I remember the first time I did the coat, it looked so bad, it was really streaky, this protective layer, it was awful, but varnish works totally fine.
So the weather has took a turn for the worse and it started raining quite heavily, which is perfect because I finished all of the painting, but we need the varnish and we've looked online and we can't get it online. So it's available in Wix's. So we're going to go there right now because the UK have just started opening up some DIY stores, and it's perfect because today is the day that we do our shopping anyway, so we don't have to go out more than once a week. So it's all good. Hopefully we can get the paint and then we can start varnishing.
We're lucky to have a number of DIY stores and supermarkets pretty much on our doorstep. It's a pleasure to be back in the van. Theo's just gone to Wix, but it doesn't look good. In fact, I don't think they're actually even going to let him in.
So frustrating. So basically I just went to speak to a member of staff in Wix and you can't go in the actual store. It said on the website that it was open, so we just assumed that you could go in, but that's not the case. So we're going to try B&Q because here it's only click and collect, and she said it could be 1 to 3 days to do that. So I'm pretty sure you can go in B&Q, so we're going to try that, and it's next to the supermarket anyway. So I'm in B&Q right now and it's quite hard avoiding people, but everyone's doing a really good job. As you can see, there's arrows along the floor down here, so you know which direction to walk in, but I need to head to the varnish section. So it's the Ronseal varnish that I want, and it's the matte. Here it is, £11. This should do the trick. And now I just need to get some screws and then I'm out of here. Woo! That was easy. It's so much easier when you can go in the shop because a lot of the time you don't know exactly what you need. Right, trying to find the screws. Should be around here somewhere. Can't be far away. Screws. Where are the screws? Here's the screws. Right. Need some small screws. These are the screws that I need. 3.5 times 16 mil. These are perfect for the brackets.
While Theo was picking up varnish and screws, I managed to grab the food shopping at the same time. So me and Ginjey got the food shopping whilst Theo was getting the varnish, and it was a rather successful operation. Always good to get new supplies.
4 bags of shopping.
Yeah.
I'm ready to eat it all.
Me too, I'm starving.
So it's been a really productive couple of days. We've got a lot done and I'm really stoked with how the van's starting to look. Beautiful and clean and fresh looking once again.
Brand new, and we've got our favourite watermelon lollies from Aldi. They're 99p for a pack of 3. They're addictive.
These things are incredible and I can assure you they will be completely finished by tonight. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. Make sure you tune in next week for a really good one. We've got some really cool ideas that we're going to bring to you guys. So yeah, stay safe wherever you are and take care.